We are back out with some more MX bikes, and we are on the brand new RV backyard compound created by Callum KTM 22. There is a North Supercross track, a South Supercross track, a full-on motocross track, as well as a sandy turn track. I'm going to explore a little bit. We're going to check out the North Supercross track first, and then we're going to hop to the South, and then go to the motocross track last. But yeah, this is going to be like my first ever laps on every single thing for this compound. I downloaded it a couple days ago, but I knew I wanted to kind of like stream the compound to show some love for the boy Callum on his new track release. So that's exactly what we're doing. We got a stream lobby up in here with, I think there's roughly like 11 to 12 people in here, which is honestly really, really good. You know, it's always cool to see people join up on compounds, on streams and stuff, because usually you don't really get that. You know, we kind of really got lucky and blessed regarding like MTF compound with everybody joining up for that and actually getting some racing in. So I am that is pretty freaking big. Okay, that I didn't expect that to be that big. I don't think the boy Dirty did either, or Frank did either. But from my understanding, there technically is no like description on when like these track layouts are from. So the boy Nate mentioned, or not the boy Nate, the boy Frank mentioned in the stream that this is from 2013 layout. So that's all the information I really have on the tracks. But yeah, let's just spin some laps, have some fun. This is the North Supercross track, and already I kind of like the rhythm sections. I already see a couple of spots where we can maybe do some craziness for like TikToks, so that's always a plus. I love getting on new tracks and like finding instantly some big lines, because let's be real, you guys love those as short little videos, and I love creating them. So that's a huge plus. Is RV on the Mount Rushmore of Supercross and motocross? Like, what do you guys think? Yes, no? Let me know in the comment section below. I personally think you have to. He's won 2 motocross championships, if I'm not mistaken. He's won 4 straight Supercross championships. He's won a handful of 250 motocross championships. Did he ever get a Supercross championship on the 250? I don't know if he ever did. Now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I really don't know. That right there could be like a quad triple per se, so that's pretty sick. The swoop section is pretty easy, but yeah, I don't remember him ever. Maybe he did win a Supercross championship on a 250. I don't know. But with that being said, is he on the Mount Rushmore of motocross? Let me know in the comment section below. We're gonna hop down to the South Supercross track now. This one looks a little bit more Daytona-ish, a little bit more rough maybe. Let's see, that's probably the finish line, I would assume, maybe. Supercross triple into whoops. Okay, yeah, this is way more rough. You can see the roughs. That's going backwards, my guy. That is not the right way. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. I don't think we're on the wrong way. I like that. I like the little rollers. Yeah, this one's way more rough. It's not like extremely rough, but you can see the roughness. Okay, this is, yep, this is like a Daytona version. Yep, check out my AC kit. I was gonna make a video of going undercover as Adam Cincerillo. It's kind of hard to do when you stream every day, so I haven't been able to do that yet. Like double. I kind of like this Supercross track more than the other Supercross track, because I like the roughness aspect to it. I like how it goes kind of untraditional for a Supercross track. It's more of like that Daytona vibe, which I personally like. One of my favorite Supercross tracks of all time is Daytona. Also, you got to throw in Atlanta in there too. You know, those tracks are pretty sick. Also, who's excited for SMX? Like, we're going to get some new SMX tracks. From my understanding for bikes, though, is that I crashed here last lap, too. All right? That's not good. From my understanding, though, for bikes, is we're not actually getting the SMX immediately afterwards, like we normally get for motocross, or like a week later. We're getting it a few weeks afterwards to give the track creators a couple week break, you know, which I think is totally fine. You know, they've been working hard, all 3 of them, for the past... Oh God, it's what has it been? 13 weeks, something like that. So that's totally fine with me. It allows me to get some Supercross prep in, because I haven't done nothing for Supercross. There's also like this little series going on for MX bikes on Sunday nights, where it's like they're doing like the full Supercross season. I might check that out to get in like the Supercross feel again. I've always said this in videos that I think Supercross is so much fun on bikes But now that we're doing well for MX, I kind of maybe changed my opinion on it. I don't know. Maybe I can actually finally triple this, unlike Frank. I definitely can't triple that, but yep, that's a couple laps on the South Supercross track. And now we're going to the motocross track. Where's the start gate? Anybody know where the start? Oh, there it is, right here. Shout out to the pink van. Shout out to the pink van, man. Shout out to 3 pink vans. Is that just my reshade? Are these all pink? They can't be all pink, right? That one's blue. That's gotta be my reshade. It's gotta be, right? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. All right, here we go. Motocross time. Let's see what this track's all about. Where are they going? I don't know where they're going. I'm kind of confused now. Oh, they're just going that way. Okay, whatever. I think it might be hard to compete with MTF, man, because MTF released one of the greatest compound motocross tracks I think there has ever been. So I think it's going to be kind of hard to compete with that, but let's see what it does. I also heard some things about this track where it's like super one line, and that kind of makes sense. That, okay, I definitely over-jumped that. Oh my, do you guys see what I'm seeing? Before I even finish a lap, we're hitting this shit, all right? We might save this for TikTok. We're definitely going to save this for TikTok later, but where does this go? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're hitting that. We might be able to hit that on the actual bike too. We'll save that for later though. All right. One thing I've heard about this track is it's like super one line. And now, don't get me wrong, that makes sense, you know, because one, it's a compound replica. All right, so that kind of makes sense how the track would only be formed to like one rider. You know, you're not be racing this. But hypothetically speaking, if you want to like say that, right? You're not going to be racing these tracks. It's more of like just a practice. That is tight. Okay, I need to learn the track before I start talking shit. But yeah, it's more about just trying to practice on the track, trying to find a flow, get better at the roughness, because this track is super rough. You can kind of see just from the screen and what we're kind of riding on. That you can see the roughness on it. So it might be a good practice track for you guys to just get on and just find a flow, you know, just like spin laps. So definitely check that out. I'll have everything in the link for it, everything in the description below for you guys. I like that high speed roller section. That's actually super sick. But you can kind of see it formulates into like super tight one line areas. Does that make sense? Definitely like a compound motocross track. But honestly, he's killing it with the vibe though. You know what I mean? He's killing it with the RV vibe. It looks really good. I turned on my graphics, turned on my shaders. That is not as big as I thought it was supposed to be. All right. Rotate back. The boy Derry did the same thing. Oh my gosh, he did the same thing. That guy's going backwards. RIP. Let's see if we can actually like put down a clean lap. Let me follow Frank here. Frank's on a 250, I think. Let me just follow his pace, because that will allow me to actually hit these lines. That is somewhat decent. He's already gapping me though. Like, that's not good. Sometimes I can learn tracks like extremely fast, and then sometimes, as you can see, we're just over jumping everything. We're under jumping things. That also could contribute to me talking a lot. That could definitely contribute to that. But hey, kind of finding our vibe now. You know, definitely finding our vibe. We have like 16 people in here, so maybe we throw up like a little race. Frank, that is tiny. All right, you just sent that. I see a sand rollers coming up, so I know this is going to be a tight corner, and I still missed it. Yep. All right. This is sick. I like this. Like the off-camber rollers. Okay, we've actually done a lap. Here we go. Now I actually know the track, kind of. Let me put down a little heater for you guys. Hopefully I don't mess up. I already kind of forgot where the half of this stuff goes. Now that I'm rocking as AC, I wonder if AC ever went here and like practice here. You know? I bet you he did, because AC grew up literally with RV, Ryan Dungey, training with Alden Baker, you know? So I wonder if he ever trained at this spot with RV, like on the 250s when RV was on 450s. I would assume he did, right? I would assume. I could be completely wrong though. We were just talking about this. Someone asked me in my TikTok chat who's my favorite rider, and I always say this year I always was saying it was Adam Cincerillo, because he is. He's one of my all-time favorites. I literally grew up watching Adam, you know, and It really sucks that this boy retired, man. I really think if he didn't get an injury, if he didn't get an injury, dude, he would be a champion, guaranteed, a 450 champion, guaranteed. So it just kind of sucks. But now my favorite rider is Chase Sexton, because he's a current active rider that I enjoy watching. Dude, we're actually kind of cooking right now. We might crash for this guy. I can barely hear this guy, my music and stuff. I'm sorry, Dirty. See, a lot of this section just is like single file. You gotta just kind of be patient. I like how there is a couple options though, like 2 different options and stuff. Oh, that's bigger than I thought. Now this isn't as big, right? Yeah. Just jump in here. Some of these sections you can kind of like double into the ruts, which MTF did a really good job about that. And you can kind of see that right there. Like he had like the rollers inside the ruts. So that's actually sick. All right, I'll go outside with Dirty here. Dirty just sent it. Oh, can you clear that? That would actually be sick. Kind of like gap that. I think maybe, chat, what do you guys think? Maybe a 250 track? Maybe a 250 track. Frank, what do you think? I mean, you over jumped a couple things on the 250 already. I have to check up for a lot of this stuff. That is not something you check up for, though. That's not the right jump. Check up for this. That guy just sent it off the wall. Oh, that's funny. All right, that's 2 laps at the place. I mean, we're going to spend some more laps here, but all in all, I think Callum did his thing, man. I like the Supercross tracks. I'll definitely have some big lines on that, I think, for like YouTube Shorts or TikToks. I also really, to be honest, I actually really like this track. I think it's more of like a practice track for you guys to get better instead of like racing. Maybe we have a lobby here. I'll maybe race and see how it is. Maybe talk about it on stream a little bit more. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love on the recent stuff. You guys are absolutely killing it. So thank you guys very, very much for all of that. Make sure you guys hit the like and sub button if you guys have been enjoying the content. And we will catch you guys back here tomorrow with another brand new video. So, out. Peace.